The relationship between the United States and Europe is fraying. This transatlantic alliance, once a bedrock of the post-war order, is facing unprecedented strain. At the heart of this tension lie fundamental differences in values and strategic outlook, exacerbated by the actions and rhetoric of former President Donald Trump. Trump's America First agenda signaled a departure from traditional US foreign policy. His personal affinity for authoritarian leaders like Vladimir Putin, coupled with his disdain for multilateral institutions like NATO, raised alarm bells across Europe. His demands for increased defense spending from NATO allies, often delivered through public insults and threats, further strained the relationship. The withdrawal of US troops from Germany, a move widely seen as a punishment for Berlin's insufficient defense spending, underscored Trump's transactional approach to the alliance. His questioning of NATO's Article 5 commitment, the cornerstone of collective defense, cast doubt on the US's willingness to defend its European allies. This erosion of trust has left Europe grappling with the future of its security architecture. Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2024 has forced Europe to confront its own security vulnerabilities. The continent, accustomed to decades of relative peace, is now grappling with the realities of a more dangerous neighborhood. The need for increased defense spending is undeniable, but the implications of such a shift are profound. European nations, many of which have long prioritized social welfare programs, face difficult choices. Increased military budgets will necessitate cuts elsewhere, potentially fueling social unrest. The specter of militarization, once a distant concern, now looms large. The debate over defense spending is particularly fraught in Germany, a country with a deep-seated aversion to military power. Berlin's decision to finally meet NATO's 2% of GDP defense spending target marks a significant shift, but it remains to be seen whether Germany is truly ready to embrace a more assertive security role. In the face of Russian aggression, the issue of nuclear weapons has returned to the forefront of European security debates. NATO's nuclear sharing arrangements, whereby certain non-nuclear member states host US nuclear weapons on their soil, are being re-evaluated. The potential expansion of nuclear sharing, particularly to Germany, is a controversial proposition. Proponents argue that it would strengthen deterrence against Russia, while opponents fear it would lower the threshold for nuclear conflict. The debate over nuclear sharing highlights the complex and sensitive nature of nuclear deterrence in the 21st century. It also underscores the deep divisions within Europe about how best to respond to the growing threat from Russia. The era of the peace dividend, a period of reduced military spending and increased global cooperation following the end of the Cold War, is over. The world is entering a new era, marked by great power competition, resurgent nationalism, and a weakening of the rules-based international order. Leaders like Putin and Xi Jinping are actively challenging the existing system, seeking to reshape it in their own image. Their vision is one of spheres of influence, where might makes right and international law is subservient to national interest. The transatlantic relationship, weakened by internal divisions and external pressures, is struggling to adapt to this new reality. The future of global security hinges on whether the US and Europe can bridge their differences and forge a common front against the forces of authoritarianism and aggression. The stakes could not be higher.